Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. For today's note, can you copy into your Maths 1 book and can you write Monday 9th of September? So for today's lesson, we're gonna discuss about quadratic equations. First, you have to understand that root of an equation will be represented by the letter x. Looking at this example number 1, given that negative 4 is a root of the quadratic equation 2x squared minus kx equals to k plus 5, you have to find the value of k. First, using this concept, negative 4 will be root, so automatically your x will be negative 4. So we're going to substitute negative 4 into your x, so you have 2 times negative 4 squared, and then minus k times negative 4, and then equals to k plus 5. So we're going to solve this equation, so 16 times 2, 32. Negative will be positive, so plus 4k equals to k plus 5. So you bring over this term the other side, so 4k minus k will give you 3k, then equals to 5 minus 32 will give you negative 27. So you bring over 3, you have to divide, so k equals to negative 27 divided by 3 will give you negative 9. So this is the final answer. Okay, now I'm giving you the formula that relates sum of roots and product of roots. So if you have x squared, you minus sum of roots x, and then you plus product of roots equals 0. So the sum of root formula will be equals to negative b over a, and your product of roots will be c over a. So looking at these two formulas, the sum of root has negative sign, whereas the product of root has no negative sign. So where do you get your a, b, and c value? So if you memorize your general form equation, you have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So taking from that a, b, and c, you substitute here, and then you can find the value of sum of roots and product of roots. So for example, if you are given the roots of the quadratic equation 2x squared plus bx plus 6q equals to 12 are 3 and negative 5. So this is these two values, they are the roots of this equation. So you have to find the values of p and q. So to solve this equation, there are several methods we can apply. I'm going to explain to you two methods that we can use to solve this equation. Okay, method number 1, obviously when you write your equation in general form, you have 2x squared plus bx and then plus 6q, you bring over 12 the other side, so you have negative 12 here equals to 0. So what we do is we're going to pull out our a, b, and c value. So our a must have with x squared term, so the a will be 2. And your b term we will taken from the x term, so whatever x term which is there, so you only take the p, not px, just p. And the c which has no x squared and no x, so the c will be 6q minus 12. So this is our first step, that we pull out a, b, and c value. So now using the sum of root formula, you have SOR formula equals to negative b over a. You're gonna substitute into this formula. So if you look at your question just now, the sum of roots, the roots are 3 and negative 5. So when you add both, so 3 plus negative 5 is equals to negative b. So negative b will be negative p, and your a will be 2. So solving this, 3 minus 5 gives you negative 2 equals to negative p over 2. This over 2 you can cross multiply, so you're going to multiply here, you times 2. So your p will be negative, you bring over the other side, it will become positive. So negative 4 bring to the other side becomes positive. So the answer for p is equals to 4. Now if you use product of roots, so your product of roots will be c over a. So you substitute your values into this formula. The product of roots, the roots just now are 3 and negative 5. So we're going to times those two numbers because product means multiplication. And your c will be here, 6q minus 12. And then your a will be over 2. So we're going to solve this equation. So 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Times 2 will be negative 30 equals to 6q minus 12. So I'm gonna write this term first because I wanna make my q positive. So I'm just changing the position. So there's no change of sign because just move over 6q minus 12 here, negative 30 there. So now I'm gonna solve this equation. So 6q, you bring over negative 12 the other side. So negative 30 plus 12 will be negative 18. So the q will be negative 18 divided by 6 will be negative 3. So this is one of the ways that we can use to find the value of p and q. So now I'm going to explain to you the second method. Okay, method number 2 a bit different. We know that the roots are equals to x, so x equals to 3 and x equals to negative 5 from the information given. So now you bring inside, so you have x minus 3 here. You put the brackets and then you bring this one inside as well, so x plus 5 equals to 0. And then you equals to the 0. So you open the bracket, you expand the bracket, so you have x times x squared. X times 5, 5x. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times 5 will be negative 15 equals to 0. Now you simplify equation, you have x squared plus 2x minus 15 equals to 0. So you have to compare this with the one given to you from the question. So the question gives you, it's 2x squared plus bx plus 6q. And then you bring over the 12 the other side, so minus 12 equals to 0. So now you have to make your x squared the same term. So in this case, you have x squared, the coefficient is 1 here, but here you have 2. So what we will do is, we will going to divide all the terms by 2 to make it the same as this one. So you divide all by 2. So we're going to have 2x squared divided by 2 will give you only x squared. P over 2 will give you p over 2, obviously. X, and then 6 divided by 2 will give you 3q. And then negative 12 divided by 2 will give you negative 6 equals to 0. Now using comparison, you can see clearly that these two are equal. So that means these two must be equal. So if you take p over 2, they should be equal to 2, because looking at this, 2x and this term, so they are like equal. So this 2 equals to this one. So p over 2 equals to 2, so you cross multiply, so the p will be 4. And then if you compare with the other one, which is the one without x, so if you compare these two, let me cover for you. So 6q minus 12, 3q minus 6 equals to negative 15. You're going to compare these two, so negative 15 and 3q minus 6 will be equal, because they are, these two will be equal and these two will be equal, so these two must be equal to this number. So we're going to equate that. So we have 3q minus 6 equals to negative 15. We're going to solve this one. So you bring over negative 16 plus 6 will give you negative 9. So bring over 3, so you have to divide. So the answer will be negative 3, because negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. So if you look at your answer from the previous, it's the same answer but different method. So I'm going to give you exercise in the description below. Please click the description box below, and I shall see you in the class next week.